All right, so I have a 2010 Kia Forte 2-liter, and this transmission is called an A5CF2. And I was having a heck of a time getting parts for this thing because no one really has any parts for this. I had to get when I mentioned molded pistons in a banner kit. The reps says that there is no such thing. They do not have an overhaul kit. I never heard of this transmission. So I got some stuff coming from Freudenberg NOK, which is Trans-Tech. They're actually sending me the overhaul kit. I got pistons coming from the dealer. And the clutches, I think, are the same as an A4CF2. So I had a heck of a time getting parts for this. This actually looks like a cross between like an A4CF2 and a U151. So, you know, like for instance on an A4CF2 or even in A5CF1, this is the underdrive clutch. But this on this unit, I believe this is the forward clutch because I have a drum here, which is the underdrive clutch, and then I have an underdrive brake, just like a U151, even a U140. So this is a little bit of a funny setup. All day I'm on the phone trying to get parts for this thing. But the problem was it had a P0733 gear ratio error in third. I'm going to show you what I found. So I'll get a little closer. You know, it has to do with these molded pistons here. And I'm hoping the one that I'm going to get from the dealer is the correct one. So let me get a little closer and I'll show you what I found with this, and we'll just kind of look at the valve body. I actually have a video on an A4CF2 valve body that has the multiple codes. It has that type of valve body. And it has the setup with the second clutch. You know, you got to watch your stack up on the second clutch. All right, so let me go a little closer and I'll show you real quick what I have found causing the issue in third. Actually, it would shift on trying to go into third. It would go in, out, and then when it would go in, it would just go into neutral, and there wouldn't be anything there. So let me get a little closer onto the parts, and we'll show you what I found. All right, so here are the pistons for the overdrive and reverse drum, which go in here. All right, here is the balance piston. All right, the return springs. And here is the problem right here with the piston. That's what I had found. You know, this is all the bonding had come off, and that's my problem in third right there. And this is for the reverse clutch. This actually, it burned out the third, but it took out the reverse clutches and steels. So these are the clutches and steels here. I mean, I got steels coming. I actually ordered steels. I'm hoping that they are correct because I'm having such a problem with these parts because like I said, nobody has really heard of this. I was on the phone 3-4 times with the company. You know, Freudenberg that makes the overhaul kit, he gave me their number. I ran their number through their website and they don't have it, and ended up being that Freudenberg is actually going to give me the overhaul kit to do this unit. So these are all bad here, and the only way I can get these clutches, the steels are good, but the clutches are no good. The only way I can get these clutches is in a friction module, which means you can't buy, you know, just forward or just reverse. You got to buy them all, which is fine because I'll change them all. But I'm getting them for, since this unit is not even in the book, And when you run the VIN, it comes up as an A5CF2. I ordered a friction module for an A5CF2. I mean, if they're not right, I can always just return it. But I'm hoping it is going to be right. But it's just funny. No one's ever seen anything like this before. And even when you run the VIN, it doesn't even come up with the right transmission on two different sources. All right, so here is the cover, and all these open spots here, you know, it's all take O-rings. I don't know if actually, let me get the case over here. But here is here's the low reverse, and you got a couple of snap rings in here, you know, so you got to make sure that you put the steel correct. Otherwise the clearance is going to be off. And this one has you put this plate in, there's a snap ring that goes on either side of the plate, kind of like a 604. Okay, and then there is a steel with a step, and that step is going to face down, kind of like sit on the snap ring. And if you put it the other way, it's not going to be stacked up right. So on the second clutch, you know, on these, you really got to be careful with the stack up. You got to watch that. And that's with the F4A42s, the 51s, all those units. All right, here is the cover. A lot of times, what I had thought, what was going on here, I thought maybe the rings were no good, because on these A5CF2s, when you hit the overdrive clutch actually applies. So I figured I'm gonna find some bad rings, but I didn't think I was gonna see molded pistons or anything like that in there. All right, so here's the case. You got an accumulator here, and you got all these O-rings, you know, that feed the clutches. Not this is a check roll here, but you got 2 O-rings here, 4 O-rings here, 1 here. Your cooler lines go here. So I'm not even knocking out the axle seals yet until I know I have the correct ones. And this is that extra section in the case that I can't even find in the book. You know, like I said, it resembles like a U-151. So the piston goes down. This piston goes down with the return spring, and then you got I would think it in this section it would be the underdrive brake, and then you have the spray, and then you have the underdrive drum that would go in, and then of course you know here the shaft that goes all the way through. This attaches on what I would think would be the forward drum, but I'm hoping that the Trans-Tech kit comes with paperwork. Sometimes it identifies the clutch packs and stuff. I'm just kind of going by what I believe it is, because on the A5CF2 and A5CF1, this up here would be the underdrive clutch, but I think that's more of the inward clutch now, or forward clutch, or low clutch, some people may call it. And then you have the low reverse also. All right, so let's take a look at the valve body here. This has that ribbon style harness, you know, the one that is the problem. All right, here's all these solenoids, extra solenoid here. So you want to be very careful with this. I'm not even sure if I order that harness to change it, if that's going to be correct, because this actually is a 5-speed unit. Oh, and what else? Well, I guess that's really about it for this unit. I'm just waiting on parts, hoping I'm going to get the correct ones. These are what these, here's the accumulators. You know what the accumulators look like. Some have 1 spring, some have 2 springs. But I guess that's really about it. I don't want to go any further, you know, until I get the overhaul kit and make sure that everything is correct. All the O-rings and stuff for my pistons are going to be right. But I got it torn down and clean. the piston I got coming from the dealer, I'm hoping is correct, and that's going to be here probably tomorrow or the next day, because they had ordered that. So I guess we'll just see what's going to happen when I get the parts and put this back together. It's not a bad unit to do, it's fairly simple. But I'm just waiting on parts, that's really about it. So I guess that's about it for this 2010 Kia Forte. Again, we found this piston, no good. The bonding looked like it was coming off here on this, and as a result, P0733. After it attempted to shift, it would just run away in third, boom, hit failsafe, and code would appear. So I guess that's about it on this. I wish I could do a little more. If I ever get one of these again, I'll try to do the teardown, but you know, apparently this is an odd unit that not many people have seen. Even my supplier doesn't even have an overhaul kit. They never even heard of it. But we'll see what happens. So hopefully I got all my stuff coming and it'll be here in a timely manner, because the wholesale account did call the other day looking for the car, and I told them what was going on. So alright guys, thanks for watching, have a great day, and we will see you next one.